Hello and welcome to Management 4730. My name is Ken Walsh. Welcome to our fall 2020 semester. Hope you're all doing okay, doing as best as you can during these strange times. Um, so a couple things. Really, it's definitely a class where you want to read the syllabus closely because you'll see a lot about how the course is going to work and how you'll be graded. We are going to pretty much follow the textbook and follow it pretty closely. We'll do 2 chapters a week, and there'll be a multiple choice open book quiz for each chapter and a discussion board for each chapter. So that'll be part of your grade. And then we'll kind of put all the information together in a design project. And that will sort of take the place of in-person exams. So this class will not have an in-person meeting time, and it will not have exams. It'll have the written project instead. A couple things about the book that I'll kind of mention. First, why Scrum, I think, is an important question. So in software development is actually kind of difficult because the projects are long-term, right? So that a software development project might last 1 or 2 years. But as the project is going, the technology is changing and the needs are changing. So the old way of doing things, we got all that information up front and made a definition or a requirement to what we were going to do. And then we went out and made that. But it took so long that by the time we got through, the software might be out of date. So that's where Scrum came along. Scrum takes our projects and does them in small iterations. The small iterations means we list the things we need, the requirements of the software, but we list them in kind of a shorthand format. And then we go and we develop a piece of the software. That's called a sprint or an iteration. So if these pieces means we can get a piece of software done quickly, and then we can kind of regroup and say, does that make sense or not? And if it does make sense, we'll keep doing those iterations on and on. So that's kind of really what's going on. Another thing about the book, it uses the word product throughout it. And that might not be obvious what they're talking about, but when they're saying the word product, they're talking about a piece of software being developed. So the Scrum and the Sprint are there to develop software. The book will call that the product, but really not, most of the book does not apply to products in general, although some of it could. It's mostly focused on software development. Now that software development might happen in a software company. It could be at Microsoft coming out with a new product to sell, but it also happens internally in companies where they develop software internally within their company just for themselves to, so their computer systems meet their needs better. So those are kind of the overarching things that doesn't really introduce you to, tell you where the book's going, why it's here today, why it's important today. And it's because we want to introduce the iteration into software development. And we want to, have that check to see if the software is being developed the right way. So that's kind of what it's about. Definitely, since I don't see you as often, you'll see we have student hours are on Zoom, and you can check into those if you want to send me a note. There's a general purpose question and answer discussion board. You can use email, and weekly there's a discussion about the chapters we're reading. So you can check in on all those. But the key thing for you is be proactive. If you're feeling, lost, confused, not sure what to do, be really proactive in getting in touch with me. Because if you tell me what's going on, I can address it, but I might have missed it since I don't get a chance to see you in the classroom. So that's kind of a brief introduction. Get the book, start reading, take a look at the quiz, see how that goes for you, and have a great semester. Thanks.